Have you ever wondered, is my faith important, or does it even matter if I follow God? Well, stick around because today we're going to look at Joshua chapter 2 and see what impact faith in action can have. Hey there, my name is Wayne Riz, and on this channel we are walking the journey towards Jesus together. You can subscribe to join our community and get a new Bible study video every Tuesday. My grandpa's name is Charles. My grandma calls him Chuck. When I was growing up, we called him Grandpa because back then there wasn't 182 different names that meant grandma and grandpa. I called him Grandpa Chuck, and I called my other grandpa Grandpa Wayne because those were their names. And yet, you guessed it, my name is Wayne Charles. I was named after both of my grandfathers. Both my names are names that people in my family have had before me, and I'm super proud to be named after these men. Today we're going to look at the story of Rahab in Joshua chapter 2, but first a little bit of background. The Israelites had come out of Egypt under Moses. They had wandered for 40 years in the desert. Moses has passed away, and Joshua is getting ready to lead the Israelites into the promised land. Joshua sent a couple of spies into Jericho to look around, and my guess is they didn't have all the cool fancy spy equipment that we think of today, but these men were sent to spy out the land to see what was there. And when they got to Jericho, they stayed with a woman named Rahab. Now Rahab was of questionable character, but she was willing to hide these spies from the men of Jericho who were looking for them, probably to kill them or torture them or ask them questions. Before the men of Jericho came looking, Rahab had hid these men upon a roof, and we'll pick up the story in Joshua chapter 2, verse 8. Before the men lay down, she came up to them on the roof and said to the men, I know that the Lord has given you the land, and that the fear of you has fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away before you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og, whom you devoted to destruction. And as soon as we heard it, our hearts melted, and there was no spirit left in any man because of you. For the Lord your God, He is God in the heavens above and on the earth beneath. Rahab had seen God's power at work. She had heard of the mighty works that God had done in delivering Israel, the people of Israel, from Egypt. She made a choice to hide the spies, and hiding the spies showed her faith. If Rahab had been caught by the guards of Jericho, there likely would have been severe consequences. You've seen a spy movie, right? It's never good to be caught hiding spies, or to be spies for that matter. But Rahab's faith led her to action. She had heard of the great things that God had done, and she chose faith. She knew that Jericho was doomed, was destructed. She knew that Jericho was going down, but her and her family were saved. In the commentary opening up Joshua, it says, true faith in Christ changes lives. If we truly believe in Jesus, we cannot go on living like we did before. Faith isn't just something to think about. It should affect the way that we act and the way that we live. And if faith affects the way that we live, it will affect those around us. If you grew up in a Christian family, it's easy to look at how faith has been passed from generation to generation. But if you're still seeking Jesus, or if you're the first in your family to put your faith in Jesus, that can be harder to see. But the good thing is you can be like Rahab. Rahab's faith impacted generations. In the book of Matthew, there's a list of names, the family tree of Joseph, who married Mary, who was the mother of Jesus. It's almost time for that Christmas story. And in this list, there is Rahab. Rahab's faith impacted generations to come. Our faith in action can impact generations. Thank you so much for checking out the video today. If you liked it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button down below. You can share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Tuesday. Let me leave you with this question that you can answer in the comments below and discuss with a friend, a parent, or pastor. What can happen if we say we have faith in Jesus, but we don't live like it? There's a few more questions for discussion in the first comment down below, so go ahead and check those out, and we'll see you later. Alligator. She made a choice to hide the spies. Let me leave you with this question in the first comment down below. Nailed it. To subscribe, click on the circle on the left. To check out a friend's channel, click on that circle on the right. To watch a video that YouTube thinks you should watch, click that box in the middle